All right. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All righty. So let's get started. So, did you know that your entire business, okay, so that's years of effort, the passion, the sacrifice, and the reward of it all could collapse overnight if you or your business partner suddenly passes away? Now, the most successful women entrepreneurs have this one thing in common, and that is that they plan for uncertainty. Okay. And so in today's live, I'm diving deep into a crucial topic that every woman entrepreneur needs to be aware about, and that is life insurance tailored specifically for business owners. Okay. So grab your notebook and something to write with because class is in session. All right. All right. So, real quick, if you are new to me or to the channel, my name is Katrice, and I am a licensed health and life insurance broker, paralegal, and your wealth architect. And I help women entrepreneurs and professionals to grow, protect, and secure their finances and to build a financial legacy that they can be proud of. All right. So, let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So, now as entrepreneurs, we face unique risks. Okay. There's partnership disruptions, there's financial vulnerabilities, and then there's critical staff dependencies if you have employees, if you have staff. And now those are just to name a few of the risks that we go through. Okay. But now without the right insurance, your business is exposed to unexpected tragedies and risks that can potentially devastate your business's longevity. Okay. And you always want to make sure that you are in the midst of growing your business, that you are also paying attention to the blind spots that can cause your businesses collapse. Okay. But today, I'm going to explain the essentials of protecting your business with life insurance. And I'm going to highlight two powerful tools: buy sell agreements and key person insurance. Okay. All right. So, first, let's get into buy sell agreements. Okay. So, for imagine this scenario. Okay. You own you co-own a thriving business, and then suddenly your partner gets sick and they pass away. Okay. And so now, without a clear plan on what would happen should one of you expire um, before the other, then, or when you expire, because it is inevitable, you might find yourself co owning your company with your partner's heirs. Okay. Who may or may not share your business vision. Um, and they may want to take the business in a totally different direction than what you and your partner had foresaw. Okay. And so having a buy sell agreement prevents this type of thing from happening. Okay. And so what a buy sell agreement is, it is essentially a legally binding document which details exactly what should happen to the business if a business owner happen to a business owner's stake in the business if they pass away or they become disabled. Okay. And so essentially it is legal protection. Okay. It's like a what if, like a if this happens, then you do that. Okay. So how does life insurance fit into with the buy sell agreement? Okay. So life insurance is used to fund the buy sell agreement, which provides immediate liquidity. And so it ensures that you or your surviving business partners have the cash available to purchase the deceased partner's shares immediately, which keeps you in controlling interest. You have the controlling interest in your business. Okay. Because the one thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to be grieving with on top of, having to worry about what's going to happen to the business. Okay. All right. And then the next one is key person insurance. Okay. Um, and so every successful business typically relies on one or two individuals whose expertise or connections significantly drive the company's success. And so you may be thinking about your top salesperson, your top lead engineer, or yourself, right? If you um, are the CEO, and especially if you're like a sole proprietor, then key person insurance is very important. Okay. Um, and so key person insurance provides financial protection to the business. And so it covers costs like recruiting a replacement, covering lost revenue, or even helping manage temporary instability. Okay. And so it is essential. Um, Key person insurance is essential because replacing a key employee is expensive and time consuming. Okay. And so this coverage provides the business with the financial stability during that transition. Okay. So here is real quick, I just want to share an example to fully illustrate why, if you are in a business partnership, a buy sell agreement is one of the best business decisions that you could ever make for your business's longevity. Okay. Um, so we're going to say this person's name is Nicole. And Nicole runs a successful design agency with her business partner, Lola. Okay. But unexpectedly, Nicole becomes sick. She never recovers. And then, unfortunately, she's no longer with us. Okay. Now, fortunately for them, for the business, they had a funded buy sell agreement. Okay. And so Lola was quickly able to access funds to purchase Nicole's shares in the business, which stabilized the company during a difficult emotional period, right? And so you, when you go into business, right, it's not like working a job or working for somebody. When you start a business, everything is 100% on you. Okay. And so when you look at buy sell agreements and key person insurance, you have to look at um, all your risks, and death is a part of risk. Okay. Because nobody knows when is going to be their last day, breathing on this earth. Okay. And so that is a risk that must be mitigated. You must have some type of plan to deal with that risk. Okay. And so, how can you practically protect your business right now? Okay. So here I'm going to give you a few things, four things that you can do to get you on the path of protecting your business right now. Okay. So the first one is to evaluate your risks. Okay. So you want to consider who is critical to your business operations. Okay. Look at the ownership structures. Look at your key employees or key people. People that are essential to making the business run smoothly on a daily basis. Okay. Then you want to decide on your coverage. Okay. So term policies are common for affordability, but permanent policies like whole life or index universal life can offer cash value accumulation. Now, it really just depends upon what it is that you're wanting to do with the policy. If you are wanting it strictly just for if something were to happen to you or your business partner, and you just want that money, like the death benefit, then term would be your best route. But if you're wanting to fund a permanent policy because you want to be able to have access to the cash value in the policy, you know, should something happen, not you or your partner passing away, but as far as like say in the future business slows down and you need it to kind of cover cash flow for the month, and you could tap into that. And so it really just depends on what it is you're wanting to do, and then it'll depend on which policy type you will get. Okay. Next, you want to establish the legal agreement. So you need to work closely with a business attorney to set up a clear buy-sell agreement, which outlines exactly how much ownership transfers in when it in unforeseen situations. Okay, and then lastly, you want to regularly review and update. Okay, so businesses change, life changes. And you always hear me say that you must always review and update your policies, okay? Because things change quickly, quickly, quickly. And so every year, 2 years at the max, you should be reviewing your insurance, not just your personal insurance, but any insurance that you have on your business as well, okay? And so real quick, let's discuss some common pitfalls that you want to watch out for. One is the first one is underestimating coverage. You want to always ensure that you have adequate coverage. Saving pennies now could cost your billions, millions in the future. Okay, and whenever you're mitigating for risk or uncertainty, it's always the future that you're thinking of. What could happen, past today. Okay, is what you're planning for. You're not planning for today. Insurance is really not for today. It's always for the unseen, the unknown. Okay. Next is delaying your plan. Okay. So this is just like when you are purchasing life insurance for your person, for yourself. Okay. The longer you delay, the higher your premium will be. And when it comes to your business, the longer you delay, you are putting the security and the stability of your business at a greater financial risk. Okay. And so the quicker it is that you take action on protecting your business, the more at peace of mind you will have, knowing that your business is secure and stable, okay, from financial risk. Okay. And then lastly is ignoring policy updates. Again, you want to always review your policies. I say annually, but if at the most maximum, every 2 years, to ensure that they remain aligned with your business's current reality. Okay. All right. So real quick, just to wrap up, life insurance is not just for personal protection. It is also a lifeline for your business's survival. Entrepreneurs, we build dreams, but don't risk losing everything that you have put your heart and soul into because you skip this crucial planning step. Okay. So you want to go ahead and take action immediately. Okay. Schedule a consultation with if you have a financial advisor, you can work with them. You can get with a business attorney to set up your buy-sell agreement if that applies towards your business. And then also get with an insurance agent or broker such as myself, so that you can get the ball rolling on securing your legacy and protecting the future that you have been working so diligently to create. All right. Alrighty, and so that's what I have in this video. And so if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And my goal is to always to provide you with practical, actionable financial advice to help you to take control of your finances and your future. And so if you would like to book a consultation with me to discuss any financial needs, retirement needs, or estate planning needs that you have, you can do so using the link in the description of this video. Now, if this live provided you tremendous value, please do give it a like and share it with your business bestie or your water cooler homegirl who needs to hear this message. Also, subscribe for more soul-centered money content, and don't forget to check the description for tools and resources if you want more guidance outside of channel. All right. All right. So drop a comment below if you're watching this on the replay. Just put replay in the comments and then let me know what steps are you going to take today to protect your business. All right. I love to hear your thoughts. And this is a reciprocal communicative channel. So post in the comments and I do always go back and respond. All right. And so remember, the way to secure your financial future is to protect it now. All right. Have a good one. See you on the next video.